Hi, it's Mr. Mike here with another story time from the Sherburne Public Library. Do you remember what month it is? It's December. Let's say our poem about December. December is the month when families get together to celebrate the holidays in cold and snowy weather. We say hello to winter and wave goodbye to fall. We light some glowing candles to spread holiday cheer to all. Great job. Speaking of candles, let's sing our song about counting candles. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little candles, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little candles, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little candles, 10 little candles glowing bright. Now today we're going to talk about this set of candles. How many do we have here? 7. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the first ones are what color? Red. The middle one is black, and these are green. This candle set is called a kinara. Can you say kinara? Good. Kinara is used during a celebration in December called Kwanzaa, which begins the day after Christmas. And we're going to talk a little bit more about Kwanzaa. In fact, I have a song here about Kwanzaa. It goes like this. Twinkle, twinkle, 7 lights in the kinara burning bright. Time to celebrate first fruits and the history of our roots. Twinkle, twinkle, 7 lights in the kinara burning bright. Now, in Kwanzaa, it's celebrated by the Pan-Africans. That means the people who came from Africa a long time ago, but settled all over the world for different reasons. But still, their grandmothers and grandfathers and great-grandmothers and great-grandfathers came from Africa. So they celebrate Kwanzaa, celebrating the history of their roots. Okay, today's book is Little Rabbit's Kwanzaa by Donna L. Washington, illustrated by Shane W. Evans. Little Rabbit was not having a very good Kwanzaa. Being the littlest rabbit in the family wasn't easy. He couldn't remember the names of all the days. He wasn't allowed to light candles. His brothers and sisters made wonderful gifts to share. Little Rabbit was too embarrassed to share his gifts. He hated being the youngest. He was always in the way, and everyone told him he was too little to help. Has anybody ever told you you were too little to help? How does that make you feel? Sort of sad. Look at Little Rabbit. How does he look like he feels? A little sad. The only part of Kwanzaa that he really loved was the big feast called Karamu. This year he wasn't even going to have that. Grandma Rabbit was sick. She lay in bed all day drinking dandelion tea. Mama Rabbit was so busy taking care of her, she didn't have time to cook. Karamu, by the way, is a big feast, lots of food, with family and friends. Mama, if Grandma Rabbit is sick, who will make the feast of Karamu? Little Rabbit asked his mother. Shame on you, Little Rabbit, his mama said. Grandma Rabbit is sick, and all you think about is your stomach. You go outside. Poor Little Rabbit. Little Rabbit hopped out and sat on the big gnarled tree stump. He really wanted to go and talk to Grandma Rabbit. She was very wise. Little Rabbit sat and thought. He thought about all the things his grandma said about Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is a special time when we help each other. That's what Grandma Rabbit said. That's it, Little Rabbit jumped up and danced around. I'll bring Grandma Rabbit a special treat for Karamu. That will make her feel better. What sort of treat do you think he could bring Grandma Rabbit? Let's find out. Little Rabbit hopped down the road. Where are you going so fast? Mama Oriole asked Little Rabbit. I'm going to find a tasty treat for Grandma Rabbit. She's sick. I want her to have a good Karamu. Little Rabbit hopped away. Remember, a Karamu is a feast. Lots of food with family and friends. Mama Oriole didn't know what Karamu was, but she knew Grandma Rabbit. Grandma Rabbit always brought out warm seed cakes and worm pudding when the weather got cold. Have you ever had worm pudding? Poor Grandma Rabbit, said Mama Oriole. I wish there was something I could do to help. What kind of animal is an oriole? It's a bird. Little Rabbit stopped by the side of the path. He looked under some logs to see if he could find something special for Grandma Rabbit. What are you doing, Little Rabbit? Asked Groundhog, sticking his head out of a patch of grass. I'm trying to find a zawadi for Grandma Rabbit. She's sick. I want her to feel better. Little Rabbit hopped off. Zawadi are little gifts that they share at Kwanzaa. Groundhog didn't know what a zawadi was, but he knew Grandma Rabbit. She always had time to make little toys for the animals when they were bored. Poor Grandma Rabbit, said Groundhog. I wish there was something I could do to help. What do you think he could do to help? Take a look at his toolbox. What could he do with his tools? Little Rabbit hopped down to the pond. Maybe he could find something pretty for Grandma Rabbit. What are you doing? Little Rabbit asked the frogs. I'm looking for something pretty for Grandma Rabbit. She's sick. She should have something pretty to hang on the wall at Kwanzaa time. Little Rabbit scratched an ear and hopped away. The frogs didn't know anything about Kwanzaa time, but they knew Grandma Rabbit. She could paint beautiful pictures and write wonderful poems. Poor Grandma Rabbit, said one of the frogs. I wish there was something we could do to help. What do you think the frogs could do to help? Do you see something that's pretty or beautiful in their pond that they could share? We'll see. Little Rabbit hopped through the field looking for berries. Where are you going, Little Rabbit? Mama Field Mouse asked. She was dragging all of her children behind her. Grandma Rabbit is sick, said Little Rabbit. I'm going to make sure she has a good Karamu. I'm going to find as many berries as I can. Little Rabbit looked proud as he hopped through the meadow. Mama Field Mouse didn't know anything about Karamu, but she knew Grandma Rabbit. Grandma Rabbit helped out with the children when Mama Field Mouse had to run errands. Poor Grandma Rabbit, said Mama Field Mouse. I wish there was something I could do to help. What do you think she could do to help? Look what she has in her bag. Do you remember what Little Rabbit was looking for? Maybe. Little Rabbit scampered through the trees. Good morning, Little Rabbit, said Papa Squirrel. Why are you sniffing around the trees? I'm looking for something to give Grandma Rabbit. She's sick. I want her to have a good Kwanzaa. Little Rabbit hopped away. Papa Squirrel didn't know anything about Kwanzaa, but he knew Grandma Rabbit. She always helped him gather nuts in the fall. She even helped him remember where he hid them. Poor Grandma Rabbit, said Papa Squirrel. I wish there was something I could do to help. What do you think Papa Squirrel could do to help? Do you see where he hid his nuts? Little Rabbit spent the whole day trying to find something for Grandma Rabbit. He searched as hard as he could, but he didn't find anything at all. He was very sad. I guess I am too little to do anything. As the sun was setting, he hopped slowly home. When he opened the door, he had a big surprise! Wow, look what happened! Everyone was there. Grandma Rabbit was sitting in the big chair with a huge smile on her face. The frogs had brought pink flowers from the lily pads. Mama and Papa Spider hung them from the ceiling like lanterns. Mama Oriole was conducting a chorus of birds. They were singing for her. Groundhog brought little toys and gifts for everyone. He brought the Zawadi. Mama Field Mouse had gotten together with Mama Possum and Mama Raccoon to make a delicious feast. Caramoo! The air was full of excitement. Mama Rabbit served the plates and Little Rabbit ate until he thought he would burst. After that, Papa Rabbit told funny stories about Brer Rabbit, Anansi the Spider, Guinea Fowl, and the mosquito. The stories made everyone laugh. Then Papa Spider plucked on his web strings. Cricket got out his fiddle, and all the animals had a wonderful dance. Grandma Rabbit taught everyone a new word. Harambe! She called out as her friends danced. It means, let's pull together. We don't need anyone to tell us that, said Papa Squirrel. We already pulled together. Everyone laughed and shouted, Harambe, Harambe. Can you shout that with me? Harambe, Harambe, Harambe. When the caramoo was over, Little Rabbit sat with his Grandma in the big chair. Why are you so sad, Little Rabbit? His Grandma asked. Didn't you have a good time? Yes, Little Rabbit said quietly, but I wanted to do something special for you. Grandma Rabbit just laughed. You silly rabbit, she said, hugging Little Rabbit tight. If you hadn't gone off looking for caramoo this morning, it never would have found its way here tonight. Little Rabbit frowned. But I'm the only one who didn't have anything to share. His Grandma smiled. You shared your dream, Little Rabbit, and your dream brought all our friends and neighbors together. That's a big thing. Little Rabbit felt proud. My dream did all that? Yes, I'm not surprised though, his Grandma said. Why not? Little Rabbit asked. Look at, she's carrying the kinara. Remember how to say kinara? How many candles does it have? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because I have faith in you. If you have faith, Little Rabbit, there's always hope. Oh, I'll try to remember that, said Little Rabbit, yawning. By the way, said Grandma Rabbit, snuggling him close, this was the best caramoo ever. Do you remember what caramoo means? A feast with family and friends. Yes, the caramoo, Kwanzaa. I have a song about Kwanzaa. It goes like this. Sing a song of Kwanzaa for 7 nights long. Light a Kwanzaa candle as each night comes along. Celebrate first harvest and for unity. That's the way to celebrate with friends and family. Can you try that with me? Sing a song of Kwanzaa for 7 nights long. Light a Kwanzaa candle as each night comes along. Celebrate first harvest and for unity. That's the way to celebrate with friends and family. Great job. Now our letter this week is the letter K. Yes. Let's start out with our alphabet song. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? So can you think of some things that begin with the letter K? Let's go look for the letter K. Let's go look for the letter K. Let's go look for the letter K. Way down yonder in the library. Picking up K's and putting them in our basket. Picking up K's and putting them in our basket. Picking up K's and putting them in our basket. Way down yonder in the library. So here are some things that I have in the library that begin with the letter K. A kettle. Say kettle. Begins with the letter K. Here's a musical instrument. It's called a kazoo. Can you say kazoo? Begins with the letter K. Here we have, it's a kite. Kite begins with the letter K. Here's an animal. Do you know what animal this is that hops? It's a kangaroo. Kangaroo begins with the letter K. Here's another animal. It's a koala bear. Begins with a K. And by the way, a kangaroo and a koala bear both come from Australia, a different country. Oh, and then we have a key. What do we use a key for? To open a door, unlock a door, or lock the door. A key. Key begins with the letter K. And here I have 2 K's. A capital K and a lowercase k. I also have some books here that have K's on them. We have Be Kind has a K. Be Brave, Be You. Here is Humble and Kind. Kind also has a K. That's a lowercase k. Here we have Kiyoshi's Walk. Kiyoshi begins with a K. And then we have Sunday Fun Day in Koreatown. Korea begins with the letter K. Now, for our craft today, we're going to make a cookie from Senegal. Senegal is a place in West Africa, a country in West Africa. Now, I apologize. If you have a peanut allergy, you won't be able to do this. But if you don't, you can give it a try. First, you need a cookie, a sugar cookie, a plain sugar cookie. You don't frost it. And it could be one your mom or your grandma or your dad or grandpa or somebody made, or you can get one from the store. Then you take some peanut butter. And we take the peanut butter and we spread it on top of the cookie. Spread it all over that cookie. There you go. Looks yummy so far. Then another thing you need to do is you take this. Do you know what this is called? It's called a peanut. It's where peanut butter comes from. And the first thing you need to do with your peanut is you got to break it open. You got to crack it open. And inside are the little peanuts. And you're going to take and put your peanuts on top of the peanut butter. And it looks like that. And then you take a bite out of it, and it's delicious. Peanut butter and peanuts and a sugar cookie. Again, this is a cookie that they eat in Senegal, a country in West Africa. And maybe they eat it to help celebrate Kwanzaa. So, happy Kwanzaa, everybody, next week. And by the way, it's time to be a teddy bear. Here we go. Teddy bear, turn around. Teddy bear, touch the ground. Teddy bear, show your shoe. Teddy bear, that will do. Teddy bear, reach up high. Teddy bear, touch the sky. Teddy bear, don't you sigh. Teddy bear, wave goodbye. Have a great day, everyone, and keep on reading.